Hello! It is me, Nimue Shinkai. And I am going to be playing some more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I love Apollo so much. He's such a goober. Okay. Let us get started while my cat meows in the background. Hopefully you can't hear him. Okay. Investigations are always tricky because you have to do stuff exactly as they're said. Like, I mean, exactly in a certain way. Hey, Apollo! What? Well, you know, actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it! The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking. If you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess it would, or maybe, well... Bah, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about the number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. That? The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche, who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. We don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Roy told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche, when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What? Is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he's been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasting. As they say, let's investigate. That's the spirit! Okay. Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, this is the outside of the... Okay, gotcha. Woo! What a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on! Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training! This is the perfect place for it! I did enough at home, thanks. Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Okay. Anything around here? I don't... Okay. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. A giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena. Ooh, maybe I could take it to the office when they're done with it. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door. Then I'll put it outside. I'll bet it'd be good for business. Just as long as no one comes in expecting us to prosecute. Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Okay, this giant blimp. Look, Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them. Let's see. Big sale. All shirts 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the... Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. God, that rhymed. I wasn't sure. Oh. What's that creature there? Ooh, that's the police mascot, the Blue Badger. Huh? It's life-size. Haven't you seen them around town, patrolling the streets? Yes, now even Law and Order has a mascot. I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo. Okay, where else? What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge! And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday, I'll fight my first battle on this stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a Coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatoral contests at these places anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I worry about her. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Leroy. I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You are merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean. Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Let's talk. The voice. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the end of at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name. But I never forget a voice. Wait! Leroy, is something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. No way. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That's when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. The next moment, I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice as she heard? Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. Machi. I met Machi before my debut as Leroy. I was singing in a restaurant in Virginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi. Pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me how I should think. Signal to me things I should know. He's a smart, gentle boy. He's a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. Mr. Latouche. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. Ah, so you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it was not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. And my present is veiled in darkness, so, too, is my past clouded from memory. Clouded. Right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I came Lemuroy. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lemuroy is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? You think your past might be related to this case? No way! That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lemuroy. I thank you. Machi too. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Okay. Present. Is there anything I could present? Okay, do you think you could tell me about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited. I only know what I have heard or felt. Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was still pretending she could see then. Oh, okay, well, that's not gonna... The stage. Let's go to the stage. Nothing? Okay. Let's see if anything has changed. Oh. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. Look at all that makeup. All I know is they sure don't make much for a clue. I guess she's not into makeup yet. Hey, look, a part of the carpet has been torn up here. That was the part we did the luminol testing on in court. Luminol, right. You know what I couldn't stop thinking? Who's gonna pay for this carpet? As long as it's not us. Maybe the shooter? I guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay. I would hope that carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. The gun. The murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latouche. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Latouche was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have had to be about his size? Okay, so... That's one of those permanent dryers you see in hair salons. Is that what they're really called? Permanent dryers? Do I look like a beautician? I just know they dry your hair and give you a permanent. It just doesn't sound very glamorous, you know? Okay, how about a perm machine? Or you could just go more simple, like permer. This isn't a bad game, thinking up official names for things. Not that it makes the name actually official or anything. Okay, the window. This was the window where Lemuroy saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? Presents. A stack of presents for Lemuroy. Stars always get the biggest presents. You know, you could give me a present, Apollo. Here, have a piece of candy. Gee, thanks! She must not get a lot of presents. Poor girl. Okay. That's one heavy-duty bouquet there. I have trouble thinking of flowers being heavy-duty. But they call lots of things heavy-duty. Not flowers, they don't. What about a heavy scent? I think you mean heaty. What if the flowers were plastic? They still wouldn't be heavy. Okay, what if they were made out of metal? What, like a magnolia made of steel? Exactly! Though I hope my fans don't start throwing metal flowers at me. Okay. Anything else to look at in here? Speaker. A speaker for monitoring the stage. It was blaring at the time of the shooting. It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. I guess they don't care about sound quality back here, as long as you can hear it. Not that loss of fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers must cost a lot. Do you have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? But that's almost $600! $5 a month? Poor Trucy. Wait till she finds out you need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. Damn. Wait, what? I got an achievement. For having learned about Trucy's monthly allowance in episode 3. What? Okay. I don't know why that was an achievement, but... Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Just looking in your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. Okay. Right after the shooting took place, Lemuroy tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. Or brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have the ladder argument again. The shooter must have used that to climb up to the vent. All this tragedy because someone left a stepladder here. I don't think Mr. Latouche was shot because of the ladder. You think it was Machi? I guess. That air vent is pretty small after all. Does that prove he was at the scene? Did he escape in time between the gunshots and us opening the door? Can we look into the vent? They found Machi Tobe's fingerprints on that air vent. What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know. Lackluster? I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. No audience is gonna pay good money to see a trick like that. Things must look different through a magician's eyes. It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there. You'll get your head stuck. Look! It's fruit! Fruit, Apollo, fruit! I heard you the first time. It sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon. I know. I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not. They might make you pay for it. And if you do have the money for that, you should probably repaint the office first. Watermelons are that expensive? Nah. These days of... These could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Okay. It's a poster for another show. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. I looked into that performance group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related too. Apparently their serious portrayal of law and order is a big draw. That sounds so boring. It's probably pretty interesting. What? You're a complicated man, Mr. Apollo Justice. Did he just say it's boring? It's probably interesting. Damn. A Gaviner's poster. How many of those did they put up anyway? Prosecutor Gavin looks so cool on stage. You should probably learn to play the guitar too, Apollo. You can accompany my magic act. He'd certainly be a novelty act, if nothing else. I'll think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. A TV. That's one of the biggest, most expensive looking TVs I've ever seen. Too bad you'll never own one. Never's kind of harsh, Trucy. How about for all eternity then? Same difference. Anything else to look at in here? Okay, let's see. What? Oh yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me. Okay. Okay, yep, that's everything. Gaviner's dressing room. Are we really looking at everything again? Ooh, a cruiser guitar! They sold these to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard, under the speed... Oh, we've already seen all this. Drum set... Okay. Okay. Well, we already seen that one. So I don't think we need to go here. Do we need to present something to you? You think you could... Okay, I guess not. Hold on. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. It's small. Maybe no one's noticed it. I kind of want to pick it up and make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It does stick out in my mind for some reason. Well, no evidence of that? That's the Gaviner's dressing room. Gaviner's dressing room. They're all out on the investigation. Being backstage isn't half as glamorous without the band here. Okay. That would be the Blue Badger, the police mascot. There's a guy outside in a giant blue badger costume lumbering about. He stands out even more than those Gaviner's poster. It's all the same. He's a band mascot too, you know. I can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing. Neither can I. I'll bet there's a story there just waiting to be told. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai soda. Now in real seal flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. Okay, I can't look at the stairs. Looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? Kind. The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. So picky. Okay. Oh, what? What was that? Oh, it was the poster. Guess I have to look around here. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please? No, no fiddling. You'll break something. If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. That's what Daddy always says. These eggs look kind of expensive. Machi played so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Okay, 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 I gotta show her something. Okay, let's see if I can show her anything. Okay. Okay, I guess not. Let's go back out. See if we missed anything here. It's so quiet when there should be people talking. That's weird. Maybe we have to go to the detention center? Oh, yeah, we do. Machi may not be guilty, but Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machi Tobaye can see. Ah, Machi! Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. So, what did you think of the trial today? Whew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You should be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? Ooh. His bracelet's going off. I'm glad Lemiroy testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Gaviners, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. Hmm? I mean, if he could follow how the trial went after all. At all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how could he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Machi? He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Virginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Okay, his eyesight. So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see and Lemiroy can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, can we present him with anything? I think he said... Oh, I think he said... I'm sorry, I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful, fair maiden. Juicy! This is why I never trust a translator. Okay. Hmm. Undeniable evidence. Hmm. Oh, maybe we have to... Hold on. Okay. Alright, I think we have to actually show him evidence. I thought we'd have to leave. Okay. Okay. I don't think we need to examine in here. Oh. Wait a minute. What if I have to talk to... Ooh, we do have to talk to Trucy. I was like... That's the only thing we haven't done yet. Darian did it. Lemuroy dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian. Lemuroy said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool! I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right! I was running up the dance floor at that time. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe Darian even? You bet I did! He's one of the governor's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All of the governors have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lemuroy heard him, didn't she? She heard Darian backstage, right? Maybe over the... speakers? Somebody's either wrong or very bad at lying. An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? Yeah. Anyway, do you think he was investigating Lemuroy? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palm coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Ah ha 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 ha! Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that! Oh, this dude. Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Gramarye. 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 I'm gonna do Gramarye. No thank you, Elisa. George, Elisa. No thank you. Hey, the other day... Eee!
Who's there?
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
We meet again. Nice to meet you? Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's you, Uncle Valant!
Uncle Valant? He's your uncle?
No, silly. He's a great Grand Marie. Valiant Grand Marie. The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I, the great Valiant Grand Marie, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valant. You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I am down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Valant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
What? Daddy, you mean Mr. Right?
No, I mean my real daddy.
Trucy's real father? I'm gonna ask about Trucy's father. Once upon a time, Troupe Grand Marie included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valant Grand Marie, and my partner, Zach Grand Marie. And this Zach was...
He was my real daddy.
Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it now that he's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo.
Glad to hear that I'm good for comic relief, at least.
Not that I see Daddy around much these days.
Troupe Grand Marie.
Wait, Apollo, don't tell me you don't know about Troupe Grand Marie.
Troupe Grand Marie. I was pronouncing it right. Yay! Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life, lamentable listless lad. To not know of the greatest troupe of magicians on the planet. Valiant Grand Marie. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I've heard on television as a child.
You bet you heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Okay. Oh, and he made all of this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high security prison.
This guy's a criminal. You said he is a magician? I opened the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is a true miracle at Troupe Grand Marie. Wait.
What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo?
A duo?
Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grand Marie. Yes, Zach Grand Marie. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet?
Daddy...
Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valant.
I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at that Coliseum, the first time in 7 years, I could feign not my emotions, I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape?
Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grand Marie. Will you watch it?
Okay, sugar. Okay. Sugar, sugar, oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Please stir, but afraid in melody. It was wrapped itself around me, and now through the sky I fly. Whoa, whoa, burning on in my heart. I can't do this part.
Yeah, and then his guitar was on fire. He was like, what the fuck?
Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life away. All away. Guitar, guitar. Up together to the sky. He's still trying to put the fire out. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious.
There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Ah ha 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 ha. This Valen Grand Marie has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Probably for the magic trick. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there.
I didn't see a stunt.
What about Lemuroy vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestidignation. A modicum of magic from me to you.
So that's why you were at the concert.
Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey now.
Trucy?
That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not. My snon, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that terrible occurrence that happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask, I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo.
Ugh, whose side are you on? I, Valen Grand Marie, will now make my leave, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valant. You should stay a while.
I am afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you will call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. That's not how that saying goes. With a whirl of his cloak and the wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Valiant Gramarye. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lemuroy disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Okay, now we can go to the Colosseum. Okay, let's go to the stage. Yeah! In the Wings.
That song. Isn't that the one Lemuroy was singing?
Yeah, you're right. The Guitar Serenade.
Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this.
I'd come to see that.
The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air.
Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician?
Oh! That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I?
Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is!
Uncle Volant!
What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss.
The Lemuroy teleportation illusion! Oh!
Should anything go wrong, it should be reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about exacting an examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey Apollo, maybe Uncle Volant can shed some light on this whole thing for us.
Well, he's not gonna reveal the trick.
I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lemuroy's vanishing trick was your illusion, right?
Indeed, the purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear. Like a dream." Like a dream? Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower, but in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm a whoa. My illusions are custom made at a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troupe Gramarye are concerned.
So you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well.
And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask? Why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. Troupe Gramarye. I know what you were thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right.
Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo.
Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was ENVtuber Gramarye. It was he who began the great Troupe Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen, a barren... Oh, shit. A barren waste stripped of illusion.
That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like the one in the parking lot down at the supermarket.
Oh, Trucy. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean... Yes, Zach Gramarye. Trussy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago. There was no name higher than Gramarye in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valant Gramarye. Valant and Zach. Our founder, Magnifi Gramarye, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again?
Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as I thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valant and Zach were the shining stars in the Gramarye crown.
Cool, huh? And Zach Gramarye was my daddy.
Now that Magnifi and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valant Gramarye, who brings the Gramarye miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up.
How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all this time? Okay, the piano.
That's one big piano. Never actually played one.
Huh. You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime.
No good. He can't play either.
I kind of feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew!
Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look! This was stuck between the strings.
Ooh. Ooh. Looks like a detonator.
It looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown this into the piano. It's a switch for something, and that's all I know. About it, I know. Okay. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do auto. Hold on. Okay, maybe we go back to the detention center? Let's examine anyway. It's looking at me. Why do I feel the sudden urge to make a silly face? Oh, okay. So not. Let's look around the room. Mr. Charlie, the potted plant. Huh? His leaves are looking a little brown.
Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Ah, Mr. Charlie, your leaves!
Maybe you weren't giving him enough water.
No, it must be stress. He's worried about the new recruit at the office.
Hey, don't blame it on me. You were watering him, right?
It was Daddy's turn to water him this week. Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission.
Oh, Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission, no?
I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, I promise.
Okay. Mr. Charlie. That's kind of funny. Okay. I don't think there's anything important here. We already looked at the piano. Okay. Trying to think of what to do next. God, doing that guy's voice is doing a lot on my throat. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna end it here. My throat hurts from doing that guy's voice. Okay. This guy's voice, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, let's see who we can raid. Doesn't look like anyone's currently here or streaming. So I guess I'll just end it here. Alrighty. Bye guys.